The design of the future is dominated by elegant, seamless surfaces. For manufacturers of consumer electronics and household appliances, this means both more freedom in design and new ideas. How, for example, can sustainable and durable decoration of control panels be achieved? How can special series be efficiently and cost-effectively implemented in different languages? Leonhard KURZ presents an innovative solution with IMD Unify. What characterizes the concept, and what exactly are the benefits for manufacturers? Today, we will be talking about this with 4 experts who were involved in the development of IMD Unify. Welcome. Thank you for taking the time to come to the studio today. First of all, I would like to welcome Elisa Schaefer, Senior Design Manager, Advanced Design at KURZ. Then Raimund Fritsch, Market Development Manager for Plastic Decoration at KURZ. Welcome. Dr. Gerd Jungmann, Head of R&D Plastic Decoration at KURZ. And to complete the group, Sascha Richter, COO of the KURZ subsidiary Bayer, manufacturer of the machine used for IMD Unify. Welcome. Yes, our topic today is IMD Unify. Raimund, could you start by briefly outlining what this is all about?
Ja, sehr gerne.
With pleasure. Ultimately, this is a new solution that allows us to overprint our highly resistant IMD decorations again later. Yes, but what does that mean? Ultimately, IMD decoration, in other words, in-mold decoration, simply means the decoration of a plastic component in the injection molding process. So a fully decorated component comes out of the machine. This could be, for example, this control panel with a silver metallic design, brushed, which also includes a window for a display that is only visible if the display behind it is turned on.
Das man aber nur sieht, wenn das Display dahinter angehen würde.
Okay.
And I can overprint it again later with UV inkjet systems using digital printing from a batch size of 1, for example.
Ablosgröße 1.
And can you tell us a little more about the background? Gerd, what made you develop this solution precisely?
Ja, also ist es so.
In the consumer electronics sector, such as laptops, laptop covers, or white goods, the requirements for surfaces of the finished injection molded parts are extremely high.
Gussteilen extrem hoch. Ja?
And we have found a way of using our normal IMD Premium or IMD Premium Plus system to create surfaces that are very resistant, for example, to chemical solvents, chemical cleaning agents, and they are scratch resistant and also resistant to light.
Sehr beständig sind, auch kratzbeständig und auch belichtungsstabil.
However, if I want to apply a UV inkjet overprint afterwards, as Raimund said, the adhesion of the print to the surface is suboptimal. This means that I can scrape off the colors or lift them off with a sticky tape. With IMD Unify, with this new development, it is now possible to print on it with very good and optimized adhesion between the UV inkjet print and our highly resistant surface.
Haftung zwischen UV-Inkjet und unserer hochbeständigen Oberfläche. Und das
And that enables me to say that I have a mass-produced product which I can then customize at the end. This means that I can generate 20,000 washing machine panels using the injection molding process and then subsequently label them with the corresponding characters for Korea, for example, or with Cyrillic characters for Russia, or to suit the European market. And that's the big advantage.
europäischen Markt dann entsprechend bestiften. Und das ist der große Vorteil.
Raimund, you nodded in agreement. Is there anything else we should mention?
Yes, in addition to the specification requirements that our customers have for the surface, they also need them or simply want them to be implemented in a modern design, and preferably as individually as possible.
Am besten so individuell wie möglich.
And this is possible with IMD Unify. Is that right, Anissa?
Yes, exactly. With IMD Unify, anything that can be printed digitally is possible. We already had the example of the fonts, but we can also print fine lines, dots, and print colorful logos. This enables us to create truly photorealistic files, and we can also create large-scale print images. Of course, this gives us incredible freedom in design because we can simply create new things, individual pieces, as well as very personal designs. So the design decision is made relatively spontaneously.
Dann doch relativ spontan, dass man eben die Designentscheidung trifft.
And how complex is a mode of change during production? Sasha?
Das ist eigentlich ganz
It's really very easy. I can create a predefined queue with the different print jobs with numbers, but I can also make changes easily at the push of a button if I want to do something different. So we can decorate 100, 200, or 1,000 products one after the other. Or if an urgent customer order comes in, we can stop the sequence and process this customer order as a priority.
dass wir stoppen und diesen Kundenauftrag bevorzugt behandeln.
You're an expert in this machine. What other special features does it offer?
Ja, die Maschine hat
Yes, the machine has many special features and highlights, but I would like to highlight a special feature here that we believe is unique. Normally, you can print the inkjet print on flat surfaces. We can also decorate on curved or bent shapes.
die Oberflächen dort. Und uns ist es möglich, dass wir auch auf gekurvten oder gekrümmten, formgebenden Stücken dekorieren können. Das ist besonders wichtig.
This is especially important because the components are not always flat, but in a shape of some kind. If we now take the control panel, I can print symbols or characters in the middle, but I can also print any motifs without frames right up to the edge area.
Irgendwelche Motive rahmenlos drucken.
We have talked about printing technology. Gerd, is IMD Unify limited to digital printing?
Also da kann ich
The answer is a clear no. We initially opted for UV inkjet digital printing with BIA. But of course, there are also other printing options, such as pad printing or screen printing. That is also possible.
wie zum Beispiel Tambondruck oder Siebdruck. Das ist auch möglich. Ja.
Sasha, an important question for your customers. Can they use IMD Unify with their own existing system?
Natürlich.
Of course, we would be delighted if customers would try it for themselves so that they can get a feel for this technology. But it's not that easy because it's not enough for the print to be beautiful. We heard earlier that the special features from the market, the specification requirements, scratch resistance, or even resistance against surface cleaning agents are important.
Mittel wichtig ist. Und
We have been working with KURZ on a durable solution for printing on the IMD Unify surface for a long time, and now have a solution that we can present to our customers.
und jetzt für unsere Kunden eine Lösung präsentieren können.
Speaking of customers, Raimund, which industries is the technology particularly interesting for?
Also besonderes
There's a high level of interest from the consumer electronics industry and the home appliance industry. However, I'm convinced that the technology itself is extremely interesting for many other industries and areas.
Do you have any examples of specific applications?
Ja,
Yes, let's stick to the washing machine control panel example. I could now decorate this with IMD in the injection molding process. For example, with a silver brushed metallic design with a transparent window for the display. And now I could of course implement the language variants for the washing programs in the example for the different country versions with digital overprinting. German for the German market, English for the American market, or Chinese for the Chinese market. I could also make a distinction between a basic variant and a premium variant with a premium overprint.
Unterscheidung machen von Basisvariante hin zu einer Premium-Variante durch einen Premium-Überdruck.
Yes, we spoke about the fact that customization plays an important role in addition to resistance. Elisa, what other possibilities does IMD Unify offer?
Ja, die Individualisierung ist wirklich eine ganz
Yes, customization is really a huge trend that has been going on for several years now.
und letztendlich kennen wir es ja selber. Wir wünschen
And ultimately, we know ourselves that we all want personalized items, emotional products that we simply, like connect to and see ourselves reflected in.
und in denen wir uns widerspiegeln und aus dem Grund
And for this reason, it is important to be able to design customized surfaces for the different markets and for the different target groups.
Entwerfen kann. Im Design ist es
In design, it is unfortunately often the case that only one or two designs can be selected in series production. These are usually very simple and must also be able to be used universally. The new decoration solution, IMD Unify, gives us great freedom of design here,
bekommen wir hier eine ganz, ganz tolle Gestaltungsfreiheit, weil wir
because we can really create customized pieces. We can bring in new additions where we usually use the basic version described, and then also bring color variants to market without always producing this large quantity.
noch mit auf den Markt bringen können, ohne diese große Stückzahl immer zu realisieren. Und wenn man dann wirklich noch was
And if you really want something special, you can also really personalize the print image.
Could you give us an example?
Yes, of course. If we stick to the washing machine panel, there's now a tendency for living spaces to merge more and more into one another. And none of us wants a large technical appliance in the living room to be so obvious. And then we would ideally like to be able to adapt the surface so that the washing machine matches the individual style and interior design and merges into a single unit, so that the technology no longer sticks out in the foreground. And that's all possible with IMD Unify, because anything that can be printed is possible.
im Vordergrund dann sieht. Und das ist eigentlich alles möglich mit diesem IMD Unify, denn machbar ist eigentlich, was druckbar ist.
This means that you can design your own artwork at home.
Yes, exactly.
Sasha, is this all possible in one printing process?
We carry out the entire printing process in one machine cycle. However, if the motif is larger, the print runs are lined up until the overall picture is created. It is, of course, particularly challenging if we want to print a flat print image on a curved surface. The print image must be sharp and appealing right up to the edges.
Bis in den Randbereich scharf und ansprechend sein.
And are there other advantages in digital printing in addition to the time savings?
The customer definitely saves many process steps, meaning the handling of the components is reduced. That fits in with a lean concept. Other advantages are, of course, that we can create beautiful images with the high-resolution printheads. And of course, as mentioned earlier, the one-unit problem is what many companies have, that they have to produce small quantities in special series at low cost. And we can do that now.
Müssen, und das schaffen wir jetzt.
One thing I would definitely be interested to know, and I'm sure the customers will be too, why do we need an IMD Unify solution? Isn't it possible to print directly onto plastic yet?
Of course, it is possible to print directly onto plastic. UV inkjet or pad printing or screen printing is possible. The result or the consequence is that the plastic surfaces are naturally sensitive to chemical solvents, chemical cleaning agents, and they are scratch sensitive. And that's why we need or can choose this IMD Unify solution.
Brauchen wir eben diese IMD Unify-Lösung, oder man kann
This protective function, our protective coating system, offers this durability.
Schutzfunktion, durch unser Schutzlacksystem bringe ich diese Beständigkeit mit. Durch
With Unify, we offer overprintability, and this IMD Unify solution also enables different designs to be produced that can't be achieved with normal plastic injection molding. Exactly.
mitbringen, die ich halt mit einem normalen Spritzguss mit Kunststoff nicht erreichen kann.
And yes?
I would add that IMD itself can be used to implement designs and impressions that simply cannot be achieved with digital printing alone or other systems. These include, for example, metallized designs, genuine brushed aluminum as a visual design feature on the component, or backlighting effects, sliding effects, for example. This can only be achieved with IMD. And the combination makes it so individual and cool.
Und ja, cool.
What factors are key for the improved performance?
You can break that down nicely. This is actually due solely to the newly developed protective coating system. In other words, IMD Unify. What happens in IMD Premium and IMD Premium Plus? That's the most important thing here.
Raymond, you were just as enthusiastic I would like to finish by asking you what other plans you have with IMD Unify.
Ja, als erstes der Hinweis.
Yes, first of all, I would like to point out that the entire system is now patent pending, of course, and the next goal is to expand the range. Because, as I said, I believe that this solution is really interesting for many sectors and industries. And of course, we're looking forward to seeing people come to us and trying it out. After all, IMD Unify is a great solution for any customer that already uses IMD decoration.
IMD nutzen.
Yes, with IMD Unify, we now have a decoration solution with a wide range of possible uses, and the concept is constantly being developed further. If you would like further information on IMD Unify and the areas of application and specifications, you can find these on the website shown.